Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and today's second video, I want to highlight the Facebook bug that is stopping some players from even logging into the game at all, which is a pretty serious problem. Now, I haven't experienced this one myself, and generally speaking, I don't like to discuss bugs that I can't even replicate myself, but in this case, it is happening to a large enough part of the player base that it deserves a special attention. Now, I know Beast Mode Gaming and other content creators have already made videos on this, but I thought I would throw my hat into the ring as well because there's a few things that we can learn from this situation. So what's happening, basically, I honestly don't know. That's the reason why I was hesitant to make this video, because from a technical point of view, I don't actually understand what's going on. I don't use Facebook at all. I just have an account to link it to my MFF account, but I also have my MFF account linked to Google Play, so I sort of have multiple connection points, and that's sort of something we'll discuss a little bit later. But basically, people are getting this pop-up error, app not set up. This app is still in development mode and you don't have access to it. So I'm not really going to try and be, the tech guy to give you advice on that kind of stuff. I have absolutely no clue, and it seems like it may not be the devs who have the answer either, because they posted this on May 17th. So it's actually already been, what, 2 days, almost 2 days, judging by the time here, since they've acknowledged the problem. So the devs are well aware of this, and I've had a lot of people reach out to me asking me to make a video on this, asking me to shed light on this. I had somebody DM me on Twitter being like, does Netmarble know that this is going on? I couldn't have answered that unless I had seen this, because I don't work for Netmarble. I don't know what they know and what they don't know. I've tried to mind meld with them, but it's failed every time, so I'm just waiting for Professor X to answer my phone calls so we can get a telepath on the line here. But yeah, they said, currently an access issue is occurring when trying to log in through Facebook. We are sorry for the inconvenience and will do our best to investigate this issue quickly. Now, they haven't finished it yet. They haven't fixed the issue yet. Obviously, people are frustrated. However, I don't mean to kick people when they're down, and I hope that's not what I'm about to say is construed as, but we sort of had a warning sign that only linking your MFF account to Facebook was a bad idea a while ago. So a few years ago, there was a different but somewhat similar issue where Facebook account logins were being bugged and people could not log in through Facebook to their MFF accounts. Now, this is quite a few years ago, so I understand if you haven't been playing the game this long, or if you took breaks in between, maybe you forgot about this, but this is, to me, a really good indication that fool me once, fool me twice sort of situation. If you are, and for any of you who are watching this video and don't have this bug, but you only have your account connected to Facebook, in my opinion, you're playing with fire, because this has happened twice now. And yeah, it's happened twice in the span of 4 years, but that's 2 times too many, man. If you play this game regularly and you spend money on this game and this is your form of stress release and entertainment and whatever, you don't want to find out one day, try and log in, that you can't because Mark Zuckerberg and one of his associates decided to unplug some connection. I have no idea, right? But it very well could be out of Netmarble's hands. Now, it was their decision back in 2015 or 2014 to have Facebook connectivity to this game anyways. Personally, I hate that. I don't think MFF should have any connection whatsoever to Facebook, but that's my personal opinion, and there's nothing I can do about that, and there's nothing, like, I would never hope for or even ask for Netmarble to remove that connection, right? I'm not saying they should do that. It's way past the due date on that ship has sailed long since, right? But it's sort of a risky proposition. So my advice to everyone who's not affected by this bug is log in and make sure that your account is open the game and make sure that your account is connected to multiple sources. When I say multiple, I mean something other than Facebook, so that if Facebook goes down, if Zuck takes the whole thing into the metaverse or whatever the hell he's going to do, that you're not going to lose your MFF account. Beyond that, there's really nothing we can do except wait. And for those of you who are frustrated, and believe me, there are a lot of people that are frustrated, a lot. So this is just in the bug report section, but you can go back multiple pages to different people. So this is probably affecting thousands of players. That's my guess. That's a lot. That's way too many. Even if it was just affecting one player, I would still be frustrated by it. But this is a pretty large number of players. But here's the thing. They've already acknowledged the issue. They're not going to say anything else on it until they have more information. They're not going to throw Facebook under the bus and say it's Facebook's problem, we're not to blame, because that's just terrible business acumen. And they're a huge multi-billion-dollar corporation. Facebook's a huge multi-billion-dollar. They're not going to risk their relationship with Facebook in order to look better in the eyes of the fans that play the game, right? So if you're hoping for something like that, it's basically never going to happen. Don't hope for something like that. And then as far as them providing like daily updates, again, I'm just speaking from experience covering this game for almost 7 years. They don't tend to do that. I think, and from what I've understood from like interviews and stuff, they would rather say less and not put their foot in their mouth than say more and risk putting their foot in their mouth. So it's one way of handling the community, and it's one way of communication. I'm not saying it's the best way or the worst way, but in my experience, that is the way of the Marvel Future Fight, right? They tell you that it's broken and that they're trying to fix it, and then at the end, when it's fixed, whenever that is, in X number of days, they will post again saying that it's resolved. But in the meantime, they're probably not going to offer up any other information unless they have a solution, right? Unless they have a solution that works for some people. I think they've already offered up some solutions. Like, I haven't combed the forums for every single post that CM Fragment has made, but I've seen some screenshots. But most of those workarounds and sort of like finagling with the settings menus in Facebook apps doesn't seem to work for most people. So yeah, I think the lesson here is to just not rely on Facebook. Honestly, it sucks to say after the fact, of course, but it's it's just something you got to deal with in this day and age. And unfortunately, there's just so much going on, and there's so much that's interconnected that you just risk a lot when you put all your eggs into one basket. If there is a notice that's posted in the next few days that resolves the issue and it seems to work for all players, I'll make a follow-up video just to highlight that so that everybody gets to see it. But yeah, in the meantime, I guess just keep your eyes peeled on the forums and other outlets of social media like Twitter and stuff in case they post it there. So yeah, hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think, what your thoughts are. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this gets resolved ASAP, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.